You are now listening to the Visit El Paso podcast, official podcast of the El Paso Convention and Visitors Bureau. I'm your host, Christy Couture, and this is episode 7 for December 2013. Hey, thanks for downloading the Visit El Paso podcast. You can subscribe to this show on SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Mixcloud, and now YouTube, and listen to us wherever you go. Now, if you're listening on SoundCloud today, you can skip back and forth between sections by referring to the track listing in the description. You can always listen to the podcast if you're looking for inspiration for things to do in town, or you can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Google+, Tumblr, Instagram, or Flickr for a constant stream of El Paso information. One of our fan favorites is our weekly blog, The Last Minute Local. We publish it every single weekend on our website, visitelpaso.com. Just go to our blog section and read the latest entry. We break it down for you every weekend with low cost or free things to do. For this December episode, we're putting the spotlight on Bryan Crowe, our new general manager who took over the reins of the El Paso Convention and Visitors Bureau on November 18th this year. He's been with the CVB for a very long time. He was the senior assistant general manager for over 7 years and director of operations for 2 years before that, so he definitely knows his stuff. Let's get to know Bryan Crowe, where he came from, changes he plans to make, and his thoughts on El Paso's future. We're sitting down with Bryan Crowe, who is the new general manager of the El Paso Convention and Visitors Bureau as of November 18th. Thank you, Bryan.
Thanks for having me.
And you've been with the CVB for a long time now. Prior to moving to El Paso, what was your career like?
Well, I've worked here for the El Paso Convention and Visitors Bureau Convention Performing Arts Center 2004. Prior to that, I actually worked for the arena at Michigan State University, the Jack Breslin Student Event Center. And I also worked for the City of Portage in their Cultural Event Programming Department.
Wow, it sounds like you've had a lot of fun jobs there.
Yeah, a lot of exciting stuff, a lot of event-driven activity. A lot of different types of environments. And so it was a great opportunity to come to work here in El Paso in 2004, originally as the Director of Operations, and I oversaw the construction and renovation for the Plaza Theater Performing Arts Center. And then I was promoted to Assistant General Manager about 2 years later, and I've been in that role since 2006.
Nice. Now, you've already seen a lot of the changes here in El Paso and with the CVB, and now as a General Manager, you're going to see a whole lot more, and you're going to be overseeing a lot of the aspects of the business. What are maybe some of the changes that you're looking forward to making now?
Well, this is really an exciting time to be in this position, an exciting time to be responsible for marketing Destination El Paso, as well as for operating our venues here, the Abraham Chavez Theater, the Plaza Theater, and the Convention Center, McElligin Canyon Amphitheater and Pavilion, of all of our responsibilities here from the venue side. You know, no real significant changes coming out here anytime soon. We've just recently completed our strategic business planning process with the city of El Paso. And so the only real big changes coming out of there are some rebranding. We'll be changing the organization name to Destination El Paso. We have a new mission statement that we'll be releasing. And we really will have 2 branded operating divisions, which are El Paso Live, which is our venue marketing and operations team, and Visit El Paso, which is our destination marketing team.
Nice. And what was the initial reason that prompted this rebranding?
Well, throughout the industry, convention and visitors bureaus stopped using that moniker, and it's very common for destinations to identify themselves by their destination. We thought we already brand our website through Visit El Paso. We're branded socially that way. And so we wanted to really have a better, we thought it was a really better way to identify ourselves and have unified branding. For El Paso Live, really, which was prior to that, was our Convention and Performing Arts Center's business unit, which really wasn't in the way we referred to the unit internally. really was not an area we had really branded to the community at all. And so we really felt it was important for the venues to have an individual brand, something people could recognize as being the destination for live events and activities that are here in El Paso. We really have two different focuses. Visit El Paso is focused on outside of El Paso, marketing the destination to tourists, and El Paso Live is focused really mostly on El Pasoans and marketing the venues and the events that take place in them to El Paso.
Great, yeah, and El Paso has a lot to offer, so having these two brands is a great way to kind of diversify and show folks what the different aspects of El Paso are, not only our events, but also the wonderful attractions that we have to offer. And considering you've been in El Paso for a long time, and like I mentioned earlier, you've seen a lot of changes happen so far, would you have any predictions for El Paso in regards to its future growth, maybe additional recreational activities, culture, et cetera?
Well, there's a lot of exciting things coming El Paso's way right now. The citizens in November of 2012, by an overwhelming majority, elected to invest $500 million in quality of life amenities throughout the city, really over the next 10-year period. About a little over $200 million of that will be spent downtown, with some of the key items for that being the multi-purpose venue at $180 million, the cultural heritage center, and the Children's Museum. So we've got those three things that are in our short-term and long-term plan. The Children's Museum will be one of the first things to come online from that group, and then followed by the Cultural Heritage Center. And then the arena is really scheduled for several years from now. We'll begin the planning process here shortly. I think as most people know, El Paso is now home to AAA baseball. The El Paso Chihuahuas will have opening day here in April. The stadium, which is immediately adjacent to our convention center site, will be ready in April of 2014. And so we're really very excited to bring 70-plus baseball games to downtown El Paso each season. Really, that's going to be an added amenity for our community, but also we think that it will be something that visitors and guests to our community will enjoy as well. So we're really excited about everything that's coming online here in El Paso in the next couple of years. I think, as you know, we are going to be hosts to the Conference USA men's and women's basketball championships out at UTEP in 2014 in March. We'll have 31 teams, 16 schools, all competing for the Conference USA championship throughout a week period. And then in 2015, we're going to be host to the United States Bowling Congress Open Championships. About 100,000 people will come to El Paso for about 3.5 days each in 2015 over a 110-day period. The United States Bowling Congress will begin moving in here to the Convention Center in December of 2014, build out a 56-lane bowling center, and then be operable in March through the end of July. So a lot of exciting stuff coming to El Paso.
We're really glad to have you as our leader now, and especially now in this time of change for El Paso. Lots of great events, lots of wonderful new attractions are coming to the Sun City really soon, and we couldn't think of a better person to lead us along those years. Thank you so much for sitting with us, Bryan. And
thanks, Christy.
Well, no problem. Have a great one.
Take care.
Our next chat is with Al Borrego, who's a self-taught artist, gallery owner, and hardworking promoter of the San Elizario Cultural District. On Saturday, December 21st, the San Elizario Historic District will be hosting a Luminaria Festival and Las Posadas celebration, which will be absolutely free and open to the public from 4 to 10 p.m. Al is here to talk a little more about the history of the Luminaria Festival and Las Posadas celebration and what you can expect there.
San Elizario is getting ready for a really big holiday season. How long have the luminarias been lit annually in the city?
Well, if I remember correctly, I can tell you one thing for sure, that for the last 5 years, the San Elizario Genealogy and Historical Society have been doing the luminarias in the historic district. But most probably the luminarias have been a tradition for probably 13 or 14 years.
And about how many luminarias do you guys put out each year?
We'll be putting out a little over 5,000 this year for sure. As a matter of fact, we had the dirt delivered this afternoon that goes inside the bags, the sand. So we've been folding bags now for about 2 weeks. So we're almost ready to start folding bags here.
And who does it? Is it just the genealogy and historical group, or do you guys get volunteers to come in and help you sand the bags?
We do get volunteers. Yeah, we do get volunteers to come in. A lot of our volunteers that work the museum have been doing it. Some of the members have taken home bags. I mean, we're talking a lot of paper bags to double fold over. That's part of the process of making the luminaria. So we have to get them all folded, but yeah, it's mostly volunteers.
Al, what is your role with the genealogy and historical group there in San Elizario?
I'm the president of the organization right for this next 2 years here.
Nice. How has that been so far?
It's been a great year. We've actually done a lot of new projects, added additional projects to what we're doing, and just kept it going here in the district.
What sort of projects do you have lined up with the group?
Well, the newest one that we've added, of course, is our walking tour. Now what we've done is we've made it more accessible because you don't need to pick up a book at the museum, because what was happening is people would come to the museum, they'd pick up the booklet and walk around. Of course, when the museum was closed, there's no place to get the booklet, so all you see is a bunch of numbers around the district. Now you can walk around, and the actual information is on informational signs throughout the district. So you can actually take the walking tour at any time during daylight hours at this point.
How many stops do you have on your walking tour?
There are actually 19 official stops. There's 19 historical sites here in the district. The historic district is basically a 4-city block area, and everything is within that area. So it's not too much walking.
You know, in addition to the luminarias this year, I'm also understanding there's going to be a Las Posadas celebration. Can you tell me a little bit more about the Posadas and what's going to be involved with that?
Sure, that's also part of what we do during the Luminaria celebration. It's all on the same day. Mm-hmm. And what we do is we do a presentation Las Posadas, and it's done also there in the Veterans Memorial Plaza. We'll start that around 4:30 this year. After that, of course, the luminarias will already be lit, so you'll be able to see them as it gets dark throughout the presentation of Las Posadas. We are adding the old traditional piñata part of the celebration, where they break a piñata at the end of it.
Very nice. And what kind of folks are involved in Las Posadas? Are they like from an acting troupe or
No, we actually look for volunteers that wanna be involved in it, and we have a narrator that one of our volunteers does the narration of the whole thing, and sometimes it's school kids, sometimes it's youth groups. Sometimes it's adults. It's basically whoever really wants to participate. And I know that we've had a couple of different groups that have been involved through the years.
That's great, and it really brings the whole community together. I also, from what I understand, there'll also be, crafts and food and music and all sorts of other goodies. But something that looked a little different that I hadn't seen before is that you guys will be doing a bike giveaway.
Yeah, we do have vendors. The El Paso Mission Trail Association does get involved with us a little bit on this. What they do is they bring in a few vendors to have some food and arts and crafts as part of the celebration. I believe this is their third year of doing the bike giveaway, and last year we gave away 36 bicycles.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot of bikes.
It looks like we're going to do about the same this year. So.
That's wonderful. You guys are doing a really wonderful service out there, and it sounds like it's going to be a really fun event, and December 21st from 4 to 10 p.m., right?
That's correct. That's exactly it.
So as you heard, a lot of hard work is going into that festival. Make sure you come out on December 21st to the San Elizario Historic District and bring your friends and family. Who knows? You might even win a bike yourself. Having said that, I also wanted to take a moment to encourage you to join the El Paso It's All Good movement by signing up at itsallgoodep.com with your Twitter, Foursquare, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn accounts to help spread a little digital goodwill about the Sun City. When you join at itsallgoodep.com, you can earn points by just doing what you already do best, showing your love and support for El Paso. All you need to do is sign up and use the hashtag #It'sAllGoodEP and share the articles that we send to you about El Paso. You can also earn points by taking photos and posting them with the hashtag. But remember, the El Paso It's All Good movement isn't just about social media. It's also a state of mind, a message about all the positive things that we can get excited about in our community. It's not meant to be a brand or a tagline, but it's up to you to help us spread the message about all the good things that El Paso has to offer. Just recently, our digital ambassadors shared stories about El Paso, such as the world-renowned DJ Tommy Trash naming El Paso as one of his top 5 places to DJ at, and also El Paso artist Tino Ortega's mural on Texas Street was featured in the New York Arts Magazine. Also, the late UTEP coach Don Haskins was honored in New York as a Joe Lapchick Character Award recipient. El Paso is a proud city, and we hope that you'll join the movement at itsallgoodep.com. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into November's Can't Miss events after this.
Good.
Good.
Yeah, good.
It's so.
Very good.
Good.
What?
All of it. All of it. So good.
So good.
Good.
Very good. What?
All of it.
Very good.
So good.
So good.
Our people.
Our history.
Our food.
Our city. Our music. Our weather.
Our culture.
Our fun.
El Paso. It's all good.
Help spread El Paso's digital goodwill. Go to itsallgoodep.com.
With the holidays in full swing, there's plenty of events in December to get excited about. And we're hoping that you can make it to as many of these as you can. Now remember, follow Visit El Paso on all of our social media channels for chances to enter in monthly giveaways and stay up to date with new events. The El Paso Rhinos Junior League Ice Hockey team takes on the Tulsa Oilers at 7:30 p.m. Thursday through Sunday, December 12th through 14th at the Sierra Providence Event Center, next to the Coliseum, 4100 East Baisano. You can get ticket information by going to elpasorhinos.com. Make plans for the Dave Cause and Friends Christmas Tour 2013 on December 18th at the beautiful Plaza Theater. The tour is an uplifting, high-energy show that the whole family will love. And joining Dave this year are Japanese-born pianist, composer, and producer Keiko Matsui, who has shared the stage with everyone from Stevie Wonder to Miles Davis. Also joining Dave this year is world-renowned singer Oleta Adams, who first came to prominence with Tears for Fears asked her to appear on their Seeds of Love album, and who has released 8 acclaimed CDs of her own, crossing effortlessly between R&B, jazz, popular, and gospel music. Finally, joining Dave will also be Jonathan Butler, who has been the first black artist played on white stations in his native South Africa and has since earned accolades in R&B, contemporary jazz, and gospel fields. Together, they'll be making spirits bright as this cherished holiday tradition marks its 16th anniversary. Get your tickets at elpasolive.com. Not So Silent Christmas, the 4th annual show benefiting Toys for Tots, is 7 p.m. Saturday, December 21st at Tricky Falls, which is on 209 South El Paso Street. The benefit show features local bands with host Metal Sanaz. This is an all-ages show, and tickets are $7 or $5 with the donation of a new toy. Tickets are available in advance at holdmyticket.com. As you heard in our interview with Al Borrego, thousands of luminarias will be lit for the Las Posadas Celebration and Luminarias Festival on December 21st from 4 to 10 p.m. for a truly breathtaking sight. School children will sing Christmas songs and a posada is reenacted. In case you're wondering what a posada is, it's the part of the Christmas story where Mary and Joseph seek shelter in Bethlehem right before she has the baby Jesus. After the posadas, refreshments are served and Santa Claus makes a visit for the children. The Moscow Ballet presents the 21st anniversary of the holiday classic The Great Russian Nutcracker at 7 and 3 p.m. Sunday, December 22nd at the Plaza Theater. Tickets are $28, $48, $68, and $88, and VIP tickets are $122. Go to elpasolive.com for tickets and more information. The Disney family brings the timeless stories of Cinderella, Snow White, and the Seven Dwarfs, and Beauty and the Beast to the stage with Disney Live 3 Classic Fairy Tales, December 27th through 29th at the Abraham Chavez Theater. Showtime is 7 p.m. Friday, 4 and 7 p.m. on Saturday, and 1 and 4 p.m. on Sunday. Tickets are $20, $25, $30, and $40, but opening night tickets are just $15. The 16th annual Sun Bowl Fan Fiesta is on Monday, December 30th from 4 to 8 p.m. here at the Convention Center in downtown El Paso. The yearly event is a massive pep rally featuring a fireworks display, live music, and a battle of the bands. Best of all, it's 100% free. Bring the whole family. It'll be loads of fun. There'll be a jumping balloon, balloon animal creators, face painting, live entertainment, and more. You can get more information about the Fan Fiesta at sunbowl.org. Then, on the very next day, December 31st, it's the big day. And for the last 80 years, El Paso closes out the year with the annual Sun Bowl game at the UTEP Sun Bowl Stadium. Not only is it the 80th anniversary, but it's also the 46th consecutive broadcast on CBS. And the game will feature selections from the ACC and Pac-12 conferences. Tickets for the 2013 Hyundai Sun Bowl range from $17 to $62, and make sure to follow Hyundai Sun Bowl on Facebook and Twitter for up-to-date information. So these are just a few of the can't-miss events for the month, but there are hundreds more going on in El Paso, so make sure you stop by any of our visitor information centers in downtown El Paso, Fort Bliss, or the El Paso International Airport. Also, make sure to log on to visitelpaso.com and browse through our blog, itineraries, listings, and master calendar. There's always something to do in the Sun City, and now, more than ever, it's all good.
You are now listening to the official Visit El Paso podcast. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Visit El Paso TX. Check us out online, www.visitelpaso.com.
We certainly hope that you enjoy the show. Make sure to subscribe to this podcast on SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Mixcloud, or YouTube. Comments and suggestions are always welcome, and you can email us at visitelpaso@elpasocvb.com. Every month, I spotlight some local music for you to discover, and this month, the featured band is El Paso indie group Bumpstreet Fonanza, who are quickly gaining attention as a fresh new sound. You can catch them performing live at Monarch, 204 East Rio Grande on Sunday, December 22nd. After that, they'll be heading to Marfa and San Antonio on tour. Good luck, guys. This song is called Casa de Bandidos, and it's one of their most popular tracks right now. You can follow Bumpstreet Fonanza on Reverb Nation and SoundCloud. Let us know what you think. Till next time, enjoy.